While you're spending $20 on protein powder that barely gives you 25 grams per serving, medieval knights were getting 125 grams of pure protein from a single plant that grew wild everywhere. This isn't some made-up internet story. We're talking about hemp seeds, the same plant that built the strongest warriors in history. 1 cup of these seeds contains more complete protein than an entire chicken breast. But here's the crazy part. This plant that fed armies and built empires suddenly vanished from our dinner tables in the 1930s. The timing isn't random. The disappearance isn't natural. Someone made very sure you'd never discover what your ancestors knew. And it's exactly why they made sure to hide this from you. Think about this for a second. Every knight who dominated battlefields for over 500 years ate these seeds daily. Their armor weighed 60 pounds. They swung 15-pound swords for hours. They rode horses into combat carrying another 40 pounds of weapons. Where do you think that incredible strength came from? Not from the weak grains we eat today. Hemp seeds were their secret weapon, packed with all 9 essential amino acids your body can't make on its own. While modern athletes struggle to build muscle on incomplete proteins, these warriors were getting perfect protein that made them unstoppable. The plant was so common that peasants fed it to their chickens to make them lay bigger eggs. And it's exactly why they made sure to hide this from you. Here's what blew my mind when I discovered this. Hemp seeds don't just have more protein than soy, they have better protein than anything in your grocery store. We're talking about 31 grams of complete protein per 100 grams of seeds. Compare that to chicken at 23 grams, beef at 26 grams, or your expensive quinoa at a pathetic 14 grams. But protein is just the beginning of this story. These seeds also contain the perfect ratio of omega-3 to omega-6 fatty acids that your brain needs to function at peak performance. Medieval scholars who ate these daily could memorize entire books. Knights could calculate battle strategies while fighting for their lives. The plant literally made them smarter and stronger at the same time. And it's exactly why they made sure to hide this from you. Now here's where it gets really suspicious. This miracle plant that fed entire civilizations was growing everywhere just 100 years ago. Farmers used it as rotation crops because it actually made soil healthier for other plants. The US government encouraged farmers to grow it during World War II because we needed strong rope for ships. They even made a propaganda film called Hemp for Victory telling everyone to plant it. But the moment the war ended, boom, it disappeared faster than you can blink. Not because it stopped working. Not because people stopped needing protein. Someone with serious money and power wanted it gone. And they made sure you'd never even know it existed. And it's exactly why they made sure to hide this from you. The really crazy part is how they made us forget. Your grandparents probably ate hemp seeds regularly and called them something else. But today, mention hemp and people think of something completely different. They've trained us to associate this superfood with something we should fear instead of something we should eat. Meanwhile, they're selling us processed protein powders made from chemicals we can't pronounce for 50 times the price. The same companies that took away your natural protein source are now selling you fake substitutes that don't even work as well. They created the problem and then sold you their expensive solution. It's the perfect crime, and most people don't even realize they've been robbed. And it's exactly why they made sure to hide this from you. Imagine 2 people looking at the exact same plant in a field. The first person sees a dangerous drug that needs to be banned and destroyed. The second person sees the most nutritious food on earth that could end world hunger tomorrow. That's exactly what happened to hemp seeds throughout history. In ancient China, they called it one of the 5 sacred grains and ate it at every meal for over 4,000 years. Chinese emperors lived longer than any rulers in history because their daily diet included these protein-packed seeds. But in America, the same plant became public enemy number 1 almost overnight. The difference wasn't the plant, it was who controlled the story about the plant. 2 completely different narratives about the same miracle food that could change your life forever. Here's a real story that'll blow your mind about how different cultures saw this plant. My friend Sarah's grandmother immigrated from Eastern Europe in the 1920s and brought her family recipes with her. Every morning, Grandma would sprinkle hemp seeds on her oatmeal and mix them into her bread dough. Sarah's family was the healthiest on their entire street, never got sick and lived well into their 90s. But when Sarah tried to buy the same seeds her grandmother used, she discovered they were illegal in most stores. The exact same food that kept her family strong for generations was now treated like it was poison. Meanwhile, her neighbors were spending fortunes on doctors and medications for problems that might never have existed if they'd just eaten what Sarah's grandmother ate every day. The Vikings understood something we've completely forgotten about this plant. They didn't just eat hemp seeds for protein, they used the entire plant to build their ships, make their clothes and create the ropes that let them conquer half the world. These weren't weak people sitting around getting high, these were the strongest warriors who ever lived. They sailed across oceans in wooden boats held together with hemp rope because nothing else was strong enough. Their sails were made from hemp fiber because it lasted longer than anything else in brutal sea conditions. And yes, they ate the seeds daily because one handful gave them more energy than most people get from an entire meal. It's like having a complete health food store growing wild in every field, but someone convinced us it was dangerous. The Native Americans had been using this plant for over 1,000 years before Europeans ever set foot in America. They wove hemp fibers into clothes that lasted decades without wearing out. They pressed oil from the seeds to heal wounds and treat skin problems that modern medicine still struggles with today. But here's the part that really gets me angry: when European settlers arrived, they immediately started growing the same plant and called it an essential crop for survival. George Washington grew it. Thomas Jefferson grew it. Benjamin Franklin's paper mill used hemp to make the paper that the Declaration of Independence was written on. For 200 years, this plant was considered as American as apple pie. Then suddenly in the 1930s, the same government that encouraged growing it for victory in war decided it was too dangerous for citizens to have. What happened between the 1930s and today reads like a conspiracy theory, except it's all documented in government records you can look up yourself. Powerful businessmen who owned cotton plantations, petroleum companies, and pharmaceutical corporations realized this one plant could replace their entire industries. Hemp fiber was stronger than cotton and grew 3 times faster on the same land. Hemp oil could replace petroleum products and cost almost nothing to produce. Hemp seeds provided better nutrition than anything big food companies were selling. These men didn't compete with hemp, they destroyed it through laws and propaganda that turned public opinion against their biggest threat. They spent millions of dollars to make sure you'd associate this superfood with danger instead of health, and it worked perfectly. Eating hemp seeds daily is like having a personal pharmacy and gym membership that costs pennies instead of hundreds of dollars every month. Your body gets all 9 essential amino acids in perfect ratios, which is like getting a complete protein shake that actually tastes good and doesn't need artificial flavors. The magnesium content alone would cost you $30 in supplement form, but you get it naturally along with iron, zinc, and phosphorus that your muscles desperately need. It's like finding money on the ground every single day, except this money is your health and energy that Big Pharma has been charging you thousands for. These seeds contain gamma-linolenic acid, the same compound that expensive anti-inflammatory medications try to replicate, except this is the real thing your body recognizes instantly. The fiber content keeps your digestive system running perfectly while the healthy fats make your skin glow like you've been using expensive creams. Meanwhile, supplement companies are making billions selling you isolated nutrients that don't work nearly as well as this complete package. You're literally paying premium prices for inferior synthetic versions of what nature already perfected in these tiny seeds. Think of hemp seeds as nature's multivitamin that actually works instead of just making expensive urine. 1 tablespoon gives you the same omega-3 fatty acids as a fish oil capsule, but without the fishy burps or concerns about mercury contamination. The protein digestibility is over 90%, which means your body actually uses almost everything instead of wasting it like with most plant proteins. It's like upgrading from a broken-down car that barely runs to a perfect machine that never breaks down and runs on almost no fuel. The arginine content supports blood flow better than those expensive pre-workout supplements that make your face tingle and your heart race. Your cardiovascular system gets natural support that costs pharmaceutical companies millions to research and replicate in labs. The selenium content protects your cells from aging while the vitamin E keeps your brain sharp as you get older. Blood sugar stays stable throughout the day instead of the roller coaster rides you get from processed foods and artificial proteins. Each tiny seed is working like a microscopic health coach, making sure every system in your body operates at peak performance. Here's what really makes me angry about how they've hidden this superfood from us. The same company selling protein powders for $50 per container could offer hemp protein for $5 and give you better results. But there's no money in cheap, natural solutions that actually work, so they've made sure hemp stays illegal or hard to find in most places. They'd rather sell you whey protein that causes digestive problems, soy protein that messes with your hormones, or pea protein that tastes like chalk mixed with sadness. Meanwhile, hemp protein contains all the amino acids, tastes naturally nutty and pleasant, and doesn't cause any of the bloating or gas that synthetic proteins create. The fiber keeps you full for hours instead of hungry again 30 minutes later like with processed protein shakes. Your liver doesn't have to work overtime processing artificial ingredients because hemp seeds are exactly what human bodies evolved to eat for thousands of years. They've literally taken away the perfect food and replaced it with expensive garbage that doesn't work as well. It's like someone stealing your car and then trying to sell you a broken bicycle for 10 times what the car was worth. The cardiovascular benefits alone would put most heart medications out of business if people knew about them. Hemp seeds naturally lower bad cholesterol while raising good cholesterol, something that costs people hundreds of dollars per month in prescription drugs. The potassium content supports healthy blood pressure better than most medications, and unlike drugs, it doesn't come with dangerous side effects or warnings. Your arteries stay flexible and clear instead of hardening with age because the omega fatty acids work like natural plumbers, keeping everything flowing smoothly. Athletes who switch to hemp protein report faster recovery times, stronger endurance, and better muscle growth than anything they've tried before. The anti-inflammatory effects mean less joint pain, fewer headaches, and better sleep quality that most people are paying sleep clinics thousands to achieve. Your immune system gets stronger naturally instead of being suppressed by stress and poor nutrition like most people experience today. Energy levels stay consistent throughout the day without crashes or the need for caffeine or stimulants. It's like upgrading every system in your body to premium performance without paying premium prices or risking your health with synthetic alternatives. The beauty and longevity benefits sound too good to be true until you realize this is what humans ate for most of recorded history before big business took over our food supply. Your skin clears up and starts glowing because you're getting the exact fatty acids that expensive beauty treatments try to provide from the outside. Hair becomes thicker and stronger because your follicles are finally getting the nutrients they need instead of being starved by processed foods. Nails stop breaking and grow faster and stronger than they have in years because your body has the building blocks it needs. Mental clarity improves dramatically because your brain is getting proper fuel instead of sugar crashes and artificial stimulants that leave you foggy and tired. Sleep becomes deeper and more restful because your nervous system finally has the minerals it needs to relax and repair properly. The anti-aging effects happen naturally as your cells get the antioxidants they need to fight damage from pollution and stress. You start looking and feeling younger while your friends are spending fortunes on anti-aging treatments that don't work nearly as well. It's like having access to the fountain of youth that's been sitting in plain sight, but someone convinced everyone it was dangerous instead of miraculous. Here's exactly how the system works to keep you away from hemp seeds and paying premium prices for inferior alternatives. Step 1. They make the real thing illegal or extremely difficult to find in stores where regular people shop. Step 2. They flood the market with expensive synthetic versions that sort of work but not really. Step 3. They create health problems with processed foods and then sell you medications to fix the problems they caused. It's like someone poisoning your water supply and then selling you expensive filters to clean it up. The same companies that took hemp seeds away from your grandparents now own the supplement companies selling you protein powders for 50 times the price. They literally created the protein deficiency problem in modern diets and then positioned themselves as the solution with products that don't work as well as what they banned. The average American spends over $2,000 per year on supplements that hemp seeds could replace for under $200 annually. They sell you the problem and then sell you their expensive solution to the problem they created. The numbers behind this scam are absolutely insane when you break them down simply. A 30-day supply of quality protein powder costs around $60 and gives you incomplete amino acid profiles that your body struggles to use efficiently. The same amount of hemp seeds costs $12 and provides complete protein plus omega fatty acids, minerals and fiber that protein powder completely lacks. That's a 500% markup for an inferior product that doesn't even work as well as the natural version. They've convinced millions of people to pay 5 times more for something that works 5 times worse than what nature already perfected. The supplement industry makes $40 billion annually selling isolated nutrients that work poorly compared to whole food sources like hemp seeds. Meanwhile, they've made sure hemp remains illegal or heavily regulated in most places so you can't access the superior natural alternative. It's like banning apples and then selling vitamin C pills for 100 times the price while claiming the pills are better for you than the fruit ever was. The really sick part is how they use your own tax money to keep this system running smoothly. Government agencies that are supposed to protect public health instead protect corporate profits by keeping hemp seeds classified as controlled substances in many areas. The same politicians who vote against hemp legalization receive campaign donations from pharmaceutical and supplement companies that would lose billions if people discovered natural alternatives. They spend millions of your tax dollars on propaganda campaigns designed to make you afraid of the safest, most nutritious food humans have ever discovered. FDA approval processes cost millions and take years for natural products but fast-track dangerous synthetic drugs that kill thousands of people annually. The war on drugs isn't really about protecting people, it's about protecting profits for companies that sell expensive alternatives to things that grow naturally and work better. They've turned your own government into a sales force for overpriced synthetic products that make you sicker while banning the natural solutions that would make you healthier. The medical industry is completely dependent on you staying sick enough to need their services but not sick enough to die quickly. Hemp seeds would prevent most of the nutritional deficiencies that lead to chronic diseases, which would bankrupt hospitals and pharmaceutical companies overnight. Heart disease generates $200 billion annually in medical costs, but hemp seeds naturally support cardiovascular health for pennies per day. Diabetes treatment costs Americans $327 billion yearly, but hemp seeds help regulate blood sugar naturally without dangerous side effects or ongoing expenses. Depression and anxiety medications make drug companies $15 billion per year, but the omega fatty acids in hemp seeds support brain health and mood stability naturally. They need you to believe that natural solutions don't work, so you'll keep paying for expensive treatments that manage symptoms instead of addressing root causes. The entire medical system would collapse if people started eating like their ancestors did and getting proper nutrition from whole foods like hemp seeds instead of processed garbage and synthetic supplements. This is exactly why I'm risking everything to share this information with you right now, because someone needs to break the silence and tell the truth about what's really happening. If this video helps just one person discover the incredible power of hemp seeds and break free from the expensive supplement trap, then all the effort was worth it. But I need your help to spread this message because the forces working against natural health solutions have unlimited money and power to suppress information like this. When you hit that subscribe button, you're not just supporting this channel, you're joining a movement of people who refuse to be deceived by corporate lies about nutrition and health. Every share helps protect others from falling into the same expensive traps that keep people sick and broke while making rich companies even richer. The like button might seem small, but it signals to the platform that this information matters and should be shown to more people who desperately need to hear it. Together we can expose the truth about hemp seeds and help millions of people reclaim their health without going bankrupt buying inferior synthetic alternatives. Your subscription literally helps save lives by ensuring more people discover natural solutions that actually work instead of expensive products designed to keep them dependent and sick. The future where you have access to the same nutrition that built medieval knights is closer than you think, and it starts with making one simple change today. Hemp seeds are becoming legal in more places every month as people wake up to the truth about natural nutrition and corporate lies. You can start with just 1 tablespoon per day mixed into your morning smoothie, sprinkled on your salad, or eaten straight like the warriors did centuries ago. Within 2 weeks, you'll notice your energy levels becoming more stable throughout the day without the crashes from caffeine or sugar. Your sleep will improve because your body finally has the minerals it needs to relax and repair properly at night. Muscle recovery after workouts happens faster because you're getting complete amino acids instead of incomplete synthetic proteins. Your skin starts glowing and your hair becomes stronger because you're feeding your cells real nutrition instead of chemical substitutes. The best part is that hemp seeds taste naturally nutty and pleasant, unlike the chalky artificial flavors of expensive protein powders. This isn't about making dramatic lifestyle changes, it's about adding one simple superfood that transforms everything else. You'll wonder why you ever wasted money on supplements when nature already perfected the formula thousands of years ago. Here's exactly how to start your hemp seed journey without making any mistakes or wasting money on inferior products. Look for organic, hulled hemp hearts from reputable companies that test for purity and freshness, because quality matters when you're healing your body. Start with 1 tablespoon daily for the first week to let your digestive system adjust to the increased fiber and protein content. You can blend them into smoothies, mix them into yogurt, sprinkle them on cereal, or add them to homemade energy bars for sustained nutrition. Store them in the refrigerator after opening to maintain freshness and prevent the healthy oils from going rancid in warm temperatures. Gradually increase to 3 tablespoons daily, which gives you about 30 grams of complete protein plus all the omega fatty acids your body craves. Within 30 days you'll have more energy, better focus, improved digestion, and stronger physical performance than people spending hundreds on synthetic supplements. The key is consistency because hemp seeds work by providing steady nutrition that builds health over time instead of quick fixes that don't last. Track how you feel each week so you can see the dramatic improvements in energy, mood, and physical strength. Most people are amazed at how much better they feel when their bodies finally get the nutrition they've been missing for years. The economic freedom that comes from switching to hemp seeds instead of expensive supplements will shock you when you calculate the real numbers. A 1-pound bag of quality hemp seeds costs around $15 and provides 30 servings of complete protein, healthy fats, and essential minerals. Compare that to protein powder at $60 for 30 servings that only gives you incomplete amino acids with artificial flavors and synthetic additives. You save $540 per year just on protein alone, but hemp seeds also replace your omega-3 supplements, multivitamins, and fiber supplements. Most people spend over $200 monthly on various supplements that hemp seeds could replace with better results for under $50. That's $1,800 back in your pocket annually while getting superior nutrition that actually works instead of expensive placebo effects. Use that extra money to buy organic whole foods, take a vacation, or invest in experiences that make you happier instead of corporate profits that make you poorer. Financial freedom and health freedom go hand in hand when you stop paying premium prices for synthetic substitutes and start eating real food like your ancestors did. The money you save in the first year alone could pay for a gym membership, cooking classes, or anything else that supports your health journey better than overpriced supplements ever could. Your transformation into someone with medieval knight strength and energy is going to inspire everyone around you when they see the dramatic changes in your health and vitality. Friends and family will ask what you're doing differently when they notice your increased energy, clearer skin, and improved mood that comes from proper nutrition. You'll become living proof that natural solutions work better than expensive synthetic alternatives, which inspires others to question what they've been told about health and nutrition. The knowledge you're gaining right now about hemp seeds puts you ahead of 99% of people who are still trapped in the supplement industry's expensive marketing lies. You're joining an elite group of people who understand that the best health solutions are often the simplest and most natural ones our ancestors already discovered. Your increased strength and endurance will make workouts more effective and enjoyable, creating a positive cycle where healthy choices become easier because you feel amazing. Mental clarity and focus improvements help you make better decisions in all areas of life, from career choices to relationship decisions that support your continued growth. Better sleep quality means you wake up refreshed and ready to tackle challenges that used to drain your energy before you discovered proper nutrition. You're literally reclaiming the vitality and strength that modern processed foods and synthetic supplements have stolen from most people in our society. The truth about hemp seeds that you now possess makes you part of a growing movement of people who refuse to be deceived by corporate lies about health and nutrition. Every person who discovers this information and shares it with others helps break the cycle of expensive supplement dependency that keeps millions of people sick and broke. When you subscribe to this channel, you're ensuring you get updated information about natural health solutions that big corporations don't want you to discover. Your subscription helps this message reach more people who desperately need to learn about alternatives to overpriced synthetic products that don't work as well as nature's original designs. Sharing this video with friends and family literally saves them thousands of dollars while improving their health in ways that expensive supplements never could. The like button signals to the platform that this information matters and should be shown to more people who are trapped in the same expensive cycles you're now escaping. Together we can expose the truth about natural superfoods like hemp seeds and help millions of people reclaim the health and strength that should be their birthright. Your engagement with this content creates a ripple effect that protects others from falling into expensive supplement traps while discovering the powerful nutrition that built the strongest warriors in human history. You now have the same secret knowledge that gave medieval knights their legendary strength, and that makes you part of an elite group that refuses to accept inferior synthetic substitutes when nature already perfected the formula. Welcome to your transformation into someone with ancient strength powered by modern knowledge about the most nutritious food on earth.